Hi, my name's Steve McNally from Korg, and we're going to take a look at the new microArranger. Now, the microArranger has lots of great sounds. All of the sounds are grouped in families, so I can go to the organ category, select a click organ. It also has lots of built-in effects. Now, the effects are actually, even by themselves, are amazing. Take, for example, this rotary speaker effect. With a typical type of drawbar organ, you used to have this speaker that would have a spinning horn and a sort of a speaker on the bottom with sort of a drum over top of it, part of it cut away. And that would give you sort of the motion of the lower frequencies, and the horn, of course, the motion for the higher frequencies. And what you could do is you could flick a switch, and then it would speed up. It would go from fast to slow. But the whole thing is, when the horn spins, or faster or slower, it goes, okay, no problem, here we go, I'm going fast. But the sort of drum over top of the speaker would go, okay, I'll be right there, I'll be fast in 1 second, okay, now I'm going fast. It's larger, took it a while longer to get going. You can actually hear that inside of this effect. That's the kind of detail of sounds and effects that are inside of the microArranger. But what I want to show you is, inside of the microArranger, there are all these different grooves that you can access to get inspired for your songwriting. For example, I can go over here, go to the soul and funk category, select Al Swing. I'll choose intro 1, play a chord. Plays a nice little intro. And then it will go to variation 1. Now, there are 4 variations. As I go to variation 2, it becomes a little bit busier. Variation 3, busier again. The same way that a song becomes busier as it goes through from beginning to end. I also have fills that I can and then, of course, endings. But you know, sometimes you sit down and you're writing a song. You might be playing a guitar, playing a keyboard, you know, just singing something in your head, and just kind of play a chord, and it's like, I was walking, but imagine getting musical ideas with a whole band happening around you. For example, let's take something here like memory. Turn memory off so I can choose from many, many different types of drum patterns. And that already starts to inspire me to get some musical ideas. But why stop there? Why just have drums? I can go over here and have the whole band playing. And when I get a musical idea, normally you would just go to the sequencer and start sequencing. But think about it. You're inspired, you have this musical idea, and then you go to the sequencer, and then you go to the drums, you know, drum track, you go tin, tin, ka, tin, 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 ka, tin, tin, ka, and then you go to the bass track and put on the bass, and boom, doom, doom, doom. Oh, okay, let me try. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, let me try again. Okay, let's try the piano. You've left the creative process and you've started working. And so now it's like, okay, I quantize and everything, and copy everything, and copy paste and everything, and I find sometimes, I get a musical idea and then I start sequencing, and I get. The song becomes further and further and further away from me, and I'm just working. And I go, you know what? This isn't fun anymore. Let's go watch some TV or something. It's just, you lose and that whole creative process. But the nice thing about the microArranger is, as soon as you get that musical idea, you can just go to backing sequence mode, press record. You can choose real-time recording, and then you can say, okay, here's the chord. I'm going to use that same style. Press start. Hit fill. And it's done. It's that simple. It's that easy. As soon as I had the idea, I was able to record the idea. That's the difference. And you might listen to it and you go, you know what? I'd like to change that E flat to major to maybe a C minor. Well, you know, normally you would have to go to the bass track and edit it, and go to the piano track and edit it, and go to the guitar track and edit it. With this, I just go in and say record. I go to the step time recording, and I go to that chord D sharp major, and I change it to C minor. And it's done. Come out of there, and now what used to start as an E major chord now is a C minor. Take it even further, and you go, you know what? Actually, you know, that sort of funk groove, I'm not really in that mood right now. I'd like to change that. You can change that too. I go in and say, okay, let's go to this step recording here. Instead of the Al swing style that I used, let's go over to the, let me see, ballad. I'll choose groove ballad. Exit, and it's there. So now what used to be a funk groove is this. That's fast, that's intuitive, that's easy. And the nice thing about this is that you don't need to be a keyboard player to do it. You can be a guitar player, a singer, whatever. You can either just trigger the chords with single notes, or you can even just go in step time and say, I want to go G to A minor to D minor to G7 with a happy 13, and it'll play it for you. Okay, so that's my quick look at the microArranger. If you have any questions about the microArranger or really any keyboard or any product from Korg, be sure to contact Sweetwater, your sales engineer, and they can help you out and answer any question about Korg. They really know their stuff.